Right, it's time for a bit of a first here. It's the press conference following the 1/8 Off-Road European Championships. Our winner is Robert Bataille, in second David Ongara, and in third Dave Ronefalk. Big sigh there for you, Robert, but basically you kind of won that quite easily, didn't you?
No, it wasn't for sure. Like, we started all together, like 4 or 5 cars together. It has been really difficult because the car changed a lot during all final and so the tires. So in the beginning was quite good, then it started to have too much side bite. So I decided just to go a little bit slower, but just comfortable to not to crash, because any crash here was like 5-6 seconds. Then I could get a big gap to the second, and I was lucky about all that guys just fight together for the second, so it gives me some seconds to make another pit stop more, just to be sure not to have any issue. So super happy. I cannot one more. Just everything perfect. I made TQ #1. And
what changed on Friday night? What changed to take you from someone who was just there or thereabouts to effectively you've been the class of the field for 2 days? What did you change? How did that happen?
It didn't really change much. Just we were testing quite a lot with the tires. So once I found the impacts, it were like incredibly perfect on my car. So I just had to decide the compound. But really the car didn't change so much. We arrived here with a standard setup. I thought about it at home. I didn't want to get wrong or confused here in the Euros. You have to go like comfortable with all things you do and just precise. So it's amazing to have this speed and pace, so super happy.
You've won the European Championship for the 3rd time. The last time was a very long time ago. Even I was young then, it was so long
2011.
ago. 2011. You know, you've seen a couple for David, you've seen a couple for Elliot, you saw one for Darren. Did you actually think, I'm never going to win this again?
I didn't think it. Just on the last Worlds we were 1st and 2nd, so it means we had the speed. And also last Euros we had issue together, and I had issues during all these 3-4 last Euros. So, I mean, now at the moment I'm not thinking about I cannot win or something.
Well, no, because you just won.
Yeah.
Congratulations, well done. 3-time European champion, Robert Bataille. We'll pass over to Davide. Davide, you were, of the 4 fastest cars, you were the least fast over a lap, but you still come 2nd because you had the least accidents. Were you driving very much within yourself, not pushing too hard?
Ha detto che delle macchine che c'erano, delle prime 4, tu eri il meno veloce sul giro secco, però sei arrivato comunque secondo. È dovuto al fatto che hai guidato sotto al 100% o altro?
No, sinceramente secondo me l'unica cosa per arrivare a podio e fare un bel risultato era girare bene senza fare errori, e ho cercato di fare questo. Qualche errore l'ho fatto, però sono molto contento del risultato. Primo podio al campionato europeo, è andato tutto bene.
Well, basically what he said was that he realized that the best thing to do to accomplish a good result was to drive without any mistake. He still made a few, but he thought that was good enough to achieve his first podium in a Euro.
Was the track actually more difficult? Was it just the case that you were in a final, there was more pressure and you were trying to go as fast as possible? Had the track got worse during the day?
La pista era peggiore dell'ultima volta che hai girato, è peggiorata durante la giornata, o era più la pressione che ti portava a sbagliare?
Sì, beh, innanzitutto anche la pressione, perché non è che... Sì, la pressione, poi soprattutto la pista rispetto a ieri è cambiata molto, anche rispetto alla semifinale si sono create molte buche, però dai, è andato tutto bene, sono molto contento.
For sure, pressure played a big role, but also the track developed in a different way than it did the days before, and it was different even from the semi to the final. He found it quite different.
Davide, you've matured massively in the last year. Previously you've been fast, but the one who was always crashing. You won at the Neo with no wing. You've come 2nd here by driving sensibly. What's changed? What's changed in your preparation, your attitude? How have you managed to move up so quickly in the last year?
Ha detto che fino all'anno scorso eri quello un po' velocissimo, ma che faceva un sacco di errori e che faceva fatica poi ad ottenere il risultato finale. Ha detto poi dopo questo hai vinto al Neo anche senza mezzo alettone, qua sei arrivato secondo? Che cosa è cambiato? Cosa ti ha fatto fare il cambio di marcia?
Beh, innanzitutto il cambio di marcia me l'ha fatto fare il pacchetto in generale, macchina, motore, gomme, tutto. E poi magari anche crescendo mentalmente, facendo più gare molto importanti, siamo arrivati a questo risultato, insomma.
Well, for sure, he changed almost the whole package, only maintaining the LRP engine from last year. So that played a big role, and also being able to race more and more with the big guys and to build some experience in big races that changed a lot.
David, congratulations, well done.
Grazie.
Thank you very much. Now over to David. David, you're sitting there and there's an English word and the word is gutted. You look completely gutted. How disappointed are you? Because you can't hide it.
No, I mean, of course I'm disappointed. It was, I mean, the home Euros here in Sweden. I had a lot of family, girlfriend, everyone came up here to support, and I'm super thankful for that and everybody that cheered on me the whole week. I mean, everything has been feeling good. I just felt like after that first 2 crashes in the main, something happened to the car. I couldn't really tell because after that, a couple of crashes followed, which I basically had no clue how they could happen. They just happened, and I was upside down, and I lost a lot of time to Robert that was able to cruise away from us. Then, I mean, it was a great fight between Elliot, me, and Ongaro for second and third and fourth, of course. And in the end, third was the best I could do, I think.
The one big advantage you did have was your pit crew, who were lightning fast. I mean, out of interest, do you actually practice pit stops? F1 teams do 40 pit stops. Do you actually come out here for a day and literally just stop again and stop and stop? Because they were a second and a half quicker than everyone else.
No, I mean, they've been, my dad and Adrian have been pitting together now for many, many years. It's almost 10 years, I think, now. And I mean, in 10 years, they've have made many races together. I mean, so to say, we don't come here, all 3, practicing pit stops, but I mean, I feel very comfortable with them in my pit, and I know how I should arrive when Adrian's going to pick up the car, and I know Dad is fast on the gun. So, I mean, you saw even at the Worlds, and I think Euros last year, it was the same. They are super quick in the pit, and it's a super nice feeling to have them that quick in the pit.
Well, I say congratulations, because third place in that final was great. Back to Robert finally. Robert, the question you have to ask anyone who's won a big championship is, how are you going to celebrate tonight?
So the first we're going to do is just to go to some river and just go in. I always did in both Euros, so I will do it again. And then we will go all together to have dinner. I said before the main that if I won, I would pay, so I have to pay.
Right, where are you going? Because we'll come as well. James loves a good steak, don't you, James?
So just with my people and everyone, we will come with him also. Everyone is invited, so
everyone's invited. So there's about 3,000 people watching right now. You're all invited. You have to get down to
Everyone come here.
7:30 down over there. Robert, congratulations. Fantastic third championship. Well done, David, for second. And commiserations. It was a great run, David. Thank you very much. The top 3 finishers of the 2017 European Championship. Go and celebrate with your mates. Off you go. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.